Hi everyone and welcome to Amy Learns to Cook. On the show today, we are going to do a test and review of the RISEPRO Wireless Oven and Barbecue Thermometer. What's great about these is they're sort of set it and forget it. So you put it in your meat and it's wireless and you can monitor the temperature while you sit back and relax. So join me as we do a product test and review of the RISEPRO Wireless Thermometer for your oven and your barbecue. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank RISEPRO for sending me this wireless thermometer. You guys know that me and Eric love to barbecue, and it is an essential tool for anybody who barbecues, who roasts food in the oven, particularly as the holidays are coming up. We're making turkeys, we're making hams, and this is a great tool to help with that. So thank you, RISEPRO, and let's open this up and see what's inside. So what we have here is the RISEPRO Wireless Thermometer for your oven and your barbecue. It's good for veal, beef, lamb, chicken, turkey, pork, ham, and fish. Now, one of the things that's really important is when you're cooking something, either you're roasting it or you're barbecuing it, you need to make sure that you take it up to food safe temperature. Nothing's worse than hosting a party, a get-together, or making food for yourself that is not food safe, because that can result in a lot of people getting sick. So this is a really, really essential tool for the cook. You must have a thermometer that you can judge the food safety of your food. This is also great if you're hosting a buffet for the holidays. Take this, go around your buffet, probe things in your buffet to verify that they are staying in the food safe zone. You do not want your food to get too far into that danger zone of above 40 or below 140, because that can result in bacteria growing. One of the great things with the wireless thermometer like this, the RISEPRO, is you can poke it once and leave it in there and monitor your temperature wirelessly. So every time you go to check on your meat, you're not constantly poking it, giving a hole for juices to come out. You poke this once, you put your meat in there, you leave it in there, and then you monitor your temperature from in front of your TV, right? So let's take a look what's in here. So we have our box that they sent us. And ooh, look, there's a nice little pouch to keep your thermometer in. That's awesome. So this comes with two probes, so if one's dirty, you always have another one available. And the way these works is this plugs into your unit and this goes into your meat. So as you're prepping meat on the board, go ahead and stick in your probe where you want it. Keep your wire out so when you go to the grill, you can hook this up and you're ready to go with your thermometer, right? So let's take a look at, so here's your unit. And it actually, really nice, comes with some batteries. This must be your manual. So it's going to give you all the information you need in terms of your cooking and how to use it. So here is our unit, and this has a nice little stand that you can stand this up. So what it is your probe is going to plug in here, and then you're able to take this around, since it's wireless, and do whatever you're going to do, right? So let me put the batteries in here and we'll check this out. So now that we have it unboxed, let me bring in our resident barbecue expert who's going to show us how to use this. Then we're going to take it out of the grill and we are going to make a beer can chicken.
So I just want to point out a few things about how this thing works before we test it on a bird over on the grill. So typically you would take this little prong thing off of here, or if you just leave it in your drawer, you may not have that on there. It's up to you, right? And then you're just going to go ahead and plug it into the base here, right? The main unit doesn't have any direct access to here, so it has to work through the base unit. You go ahead and you turn on the base unit just by going ahead and turn it on. So right now we just have it on. It's selected beef because that's just where it's at, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go and turn on the base here. And what you'll see here is it's now synchronized. So right now it thinks it's 22 degrees Celsius. We're going to hit the mode button and that'll change it back to Fahrenheit since that's what I'm used to. And it has defaults. So based on how you want to change this based on your preferences, for a hamburger, it's only going to allow well done, and that might be for food safety. We'll get into manually how to changing some of these. When you go through the different meats, pork, you can hit the taste button and it'll let you do medium well, medium, and well. It won't let you do rare or medium rare, obviously. So it has some limitations, possibly based on food safety. Turkey, well is all it allows. Same thing with chicken. Fish, same thing. Beef, it will let you change all the way down to medium rare and then rare. So you just basically pick the meat you want and whatever preset you want. Now, if you don't like the presets, and say for example on hamburger, we'll go back there. I don't like a well done burger, right? Especially if I'm eating it from a place I trust. I like it medium rare. So we're going to go ahead and adjust this thing to make it meet whatever we want. So in that case, we're going to hold the mode button down. The mode button allows you to toggle between centigrade and Fahrenheit. But also, if you hold it for 3 seconds, it gets you into the coveted manual mode. So we're going to do that. We're going to hold it here, and it's going to go 1, 2, 3. You hear the little beep. Now we can put the second, like minutes and seconds. Seconds will allow it to go down. See right now, it's going down in the 150s. Or if we hold the minutes, it allows us to go back up towards 160. So it allows you to put it whatever you want. And that doesn't matter what meat you're on. You can adjust the manual modes on there. You also have the ability, and we'll go ahead and turn that off. You also have the ability to set a timer so you can do a cooking by so many minutes or so many seconds as well. I'm going to go ahead and just do a really mini demo. I got some hot water here. We put in the microwave for like, I don't know, like 10 seconds or so. And you can see, if I hold it up here, see it's already getting up to like 94 degrees. It was 70 something just a minute ago, or actually a few seconds ago. So what it does is it updates the unit here once, in fact, you see right there, it's 116. It updates it once every 30 seconds if it doesn't think the temperature's changing, or it'll update it a little sooner if it does think it's changing. I'm not so worried about that. My biggest thing is when you're out cooking and you're watching a game or whatever, and you casually look over to see what temperature, especially when you're grabbing your beer, if it's getting kind of close to your desired temperature, you might want to head outside the door, especially within like a degree or two. Otherwise, by all means, if it starts beeping at you, it's probably at where you want to be. Just to check for accuracy here, I have a thermopin, and these things are pretty much industry, standards for taking quick instant temperatures. Usually within 3 seconds they'll have a reading. So making sure I got the probes in the right same areas. Can't compare apples and oranges, right? So right now the thermopin's showing 116, the RISEPRO showing 117. So they're basically within a degree of each other. So I would say that this is relatively accurate, and it's especially accurate for what you need to do here. So next up, we're going to get a chicken ready and put it on the grill. So now that we've got the chicken, got a little olive oil on it, got some seasoning on it, brined it, got the barbecue up to temperature. Now we're ready to use the RISEPRO and see how it works. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the probe in. And I'm just going to go ahead and pick a place like the breast, since that's what I care about. And I can't go from the top down because there's not enough room with the lid. So what we're going to do here is just go from the side. And this chicken's cold. Just make sure you don't hit any bones because that'll throw your temperature off. So we got to do this side here. If you have an oven or something with plenty of room, you can go top down or go into your thighs if you want, but I care about the breast. So now it's time to use this. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn on the RISEPRO by going in the back and flipping it on. Made a little beep. You can see it's on now. What we're also going to do now is we're going to turn the base on as well. So go ahead and flip that on. And now you can see it's registering a temperature, in this case 9 Celsius. We're going to go ahead and flip it to Fahrenheit since that's what we're working with. And you can see right now the chicken is 48 degrees. It's reading a beef, which I'm not a fan of. So let's go to chicken, just for giggles. And turkey's close enough. Okay, there's chicken. 175 for me is a little too high. So let's go to mode. We're going to hold it for 3 seconds. And let's lower that down, holding the second button down. And I'm going to take that down to about 169. I don't care. That's a nice round number, right? As long as it's food safe, that's all we care about. And I'll hit one more timer. So right now, we're at 47 degrees. We want to hit 169, and then it'll beep. So let's put it on the grill. So now we're putting it on the grill. So right there in the middle, between the two spots. In fact, I'm going to turn it sideways here. And put the grill top back on. And as long as the temperature is rising on the meat you're cooking, then the temperature here will go up. And it may take it a few moments for it to start registering a temperature increase. And then it'll go up incrementally as it's cooking. And we'll still come out here and turn the bird around every 15-20 minutes so it cooks evenly. But this will at least help us determine the temperature of it. Okay, so now we have the 169 just started beeping. So it does appear to work. So let's go outside and take a look. All right, Amy's had a change of heart. She wants this thing well done, which is 175. It just hit 175. And bird's looking pretty good. I just hit the stop button. And that seems to keep it flashing. That's not going to shut up. So let's tink. Here we go. So I just turned it off. We're at 175. So the RISEPRO did a really good job monitoring the temperature for us of the bird, allowing me to go around the room, both in the kitchen and in the family room, without losing the signal, without dropping it. Unlike some other brands I've tried, where you gotta then come outside, play with some knobs, and go back inside. Never lost it, which was really good. Came out here, used my thermopin to do a secondary reading just to confirm the readings were good. And it was pretty accurate, so that was really good. And the bird cooked, nice and well, right? So we're happy. It did as good of a job as I would expect. A lot of times you want to use a wireless so you can have the freedom of either hosting and entertaining guests and not always having to worry about the temperature, or being inside the house where maybe with bad weather or something, or even with the oven where you don't want to poke many times and put all kinds of holes in it. So I think it did a really good job. I once again want to thank RISEPRO for supplying the wireless thermometer for us to go ahead and do a test and review. I think it's done an excellent job, and we do thank them for supplying it. If you want more information on RISEPRO, Amy will put a link in the description below this video, and then you can check out the information. If you like this video, please subscribe if you haven't done already, and go ahead and click below and give us a like and a thumbs up and all that good stuff. And we're on AmyLearnsToCook.com, and also we're on Pinterest and Twitter at Amy Learns to Cook.